Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it is actually going to be a little bit of a different one, I guess. So I've been really wanting to start kind of like an advice series on my channel. I don't really know what to call it yet, but I kind of want to cover everything from like uni to relationships and everything like that. So if you do have any kind of things you want me to talk about, any kind of advice you want, or like topics to talk about, like, I don't know, relationships, breakups, things like that, anything to do with uni, then comment down below because it is like a new series I want to start on my channel. Yeah, I actually got a request the other day to talk about my personal experience at sixth form compared to uni and kind of compare them. Because the person who basically suggested that I do this video, I think is transitioning from sixth form to uni this summer, and I'm guessing quite a lot of people maybe are if you're watching this video. And I just thought it'd be like useful to kind of have some advice from someone like me who honestly has had two completely different experiences. Like sixth form and uni couldn't be further different if they tried. If you do enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I know that this video probably isn't going to be for everyone, but if you're watching this, then I take it it is. Yeah, okay, cool. So I want to start off this video by saying that my personal experience of sixth form is probably completely different to most people's. Like, I know a lot of people that had a great time at sixth form, but personally for me, it was honestly probably the worst 2 years of my existence. Like, it was absolutely awful, and I'm going to kind of get into why, and then I'm going to compare it with like my experience at uni. First point is that sixth form is way more stressful than uni. My teachers when I was doing sixth form always used to tell me that sixth form was going to be the most difficult, like A-levels was going to be the most difficult kind of experience of my life in terms of like academically, and that uni will be nowhere near as stressful, which I was very happy about because I was so stressed throughout like the entire time at sixth form. I had to drop one subject within the first few months because I just couldn't cope with it. Obviously, depending on what course you do at uni, I think is gonna depend on how stressful your time is. Like, maybe if you do something like law, I'm being quite stereotypical, but I'm guessing that that's gonna be more difficult than what I do. So because I enjoy like media and journalism and filming and everything like that, it's not really stressful for me. Like, most of my work is coursework based, whereas at sixth form it was all completely exams, and I cannot do exams for the life of me. Like, I can't remember things to start with. I feel like exams test your memory, not what you actually know. Also, I actually had to sit my exams in sixth form in a separate room to everyone else because I had such bad anxiety at the time due to sixth form. Like, sixth form literally caused me anxiety. I was getting panic attacks. I couldn't sit in the hall with everyone else who was doing their exams because it was just so stressful. Like, I hated it. I honestly would not recommend sixth form to anyone. I bloody hated it. But I'm glad I got A-levels out of it. Uni isn't stressful at all for me, really. Like, sometimes when you have deadlines coming up, like, that's a bit stressful. But because it's all coursework based, I can just kind of take my time with it. And it's just a lot more chilled. Like, it's just a lot less stressful. And because you only have to concentrate on like one topic rather than 4 or 3 different subjects, you kind of have more time to put into that one thing. So it's definitely less stressful, in my opinion. The second point is that at uni, you have so much more independence than you do at sixth form. Like, at sixth form, I genuinely felt like I hadn't left school because I went to the sixth form that was a part of my secondary school. So it was like I never really left. It was all the same teachers, and they were very, very strict. Like, you had to come in on time. If you had a free period, you had to be doing your work. If you were caught on your phone, they would have like these weird like silent periods where like the sixth form, I don't even know what you'd call her, she just like watches over everyone and like has a go at everyone. But she like walks around, and if you're on your phone, she'll literally like stop you and like point you out in front of everyone. Like, she was very sassy. I did not get on with her, I'm not gonna lie. You are treated like a child. You aren't treated any different to the rest of the school. You have like a separate area, but that's pretty much it. I just felt like I never really left school. I think you had this expectation that when you go to college, or I can't really speak for college because I didn't go to college, but I've heard that college is a lot more kind of independent, but sixth form wasn't. Uni, however, is completely independent. Like, if you don't want to come into uni, at my uni anyway, nothing really happens. Like, there's not really any repercussions. That does kind of lead a lot of, like, when you have that independence, I haven't seen certain people on my course for about 3 months. Like, it blows my mind. Like, people just don't come in, but when you have that independence, I guess it's up to you to kind of make the right choices. And some people are good with independence, some people aren't good with independence. Also at sixth form we had like a set dress code and stuff, like you had to dress really smart, whereas at uni you just like wear what you want. Like, it's just a lot more chilled out, and like you can have your phones on you and stuff. And you can talk to the lecturers more like peers rather than like teachers. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can call them by their first name, like you don't have to be like sir or like miss. Like, yeah, it's just not like that. But 3 is that it's a lot more practical than lessons, for me anyway. Sixth form was very kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like a military operation. Like, you had like an hour lesson, then another hour lesson, and then a break, and then another lesson, and then another lesson. And like, uni just isn't really like that. Like, it's a lot more kind of, it's kind of different every week, and like you do different things. Also, like the timings aren't like necessarily strict. I mean, obviously this is talking for my course and my uni. I think there probably are some unis that are a lot more strict if you have like lectures and stuff. I don't really have lectures. I mostly have seminars, which I way prefer, because there is nothing worse than sitting in a lecture hall. Like, I can't concentrate. It's a lot more practical. Like, you're out, for my course, you like go out, you film stuff, and it's just like a lot more exciting. It feels like you're almost in the industry rather than in uni. Like, I feel like I'm a journalist rather than just like a student. I don't know if that makes sense. My dad's calling, one sec. Hello? Currently, by the way, whilst I'm filming this, it's like an actual blizzard outside, and my dad was just ringing me to say the boiler's broke, which is great. Anyway, so the next point is going to be about like the people, because I do feel like this is actually like a really important part, personally for me anyway. This one for me, I didn't really like anyone. I felt like because friendship groups carried on from school into sixth form, it was like impossible to make new friends, because like everyone just stuck with their friendship groups. Like, it was so cliquey. Like, I hate cliques. Like, why do cliques exist? I just don't understand. It was so cliquey, and my friendship group like broke halfway through after like first year or something, and then that friendship group broke. It was just a complete mess. Like, I really didn't get on with like a lot of people, because a lot of people didn't really want to know you. Like, if you weren't part of that group, they just like pretended like you didn't exist. People keep on calling me. Like, I'm just doing a video, so give it like 5-10 minutes. Okay, bye. What was I saying? Sixth form, it was very cliquey. Uni, it's very cliquey. I think everyone gets on with each other at uni, because we're like, my course is a really small class, so I think the majority of people get on with each other. But there definitely are like cliques, like, you know, like if there's a party, like not everyone will be invited and stuff like that, which I guess is just like normal. But sometimes it is a little bit kind of, I don't know. Like, that hasn't really changed, but people are definitely nicer. Like, I feel like I could talk to most people and work with most people, and there's no one who's kind of like wouldn't want to work with you because they'd be, well, actually, I mean, basically, cliques are going to exist from primary school to secondary school to sixth form to college to uni to the workplace to when you're pensioners. Like, cliques are just always going to be there, which is sad, but like, it's just the truth. And I think if you're going to uni, then definitely expect that. The only good thing is that like you could make friends in like the first week and stuff, and no one really knew each other, so it was definitely easier to kind of make friends with people. People just argue a lot. Like, I don't know why. Like, I've never argued with anyone really in the class, but like, I just hear about like arguments all the time, and I don't know. Life is just bitchy, basically. The final kind of point is that you aren't spoon-fed at uni, and I think that's really important to remember. So sixth form, I feel like teachers kind of spoon-feed you. Like, they help you with pretty much everything. You kind of rely on them a lot more than you do at uni. At uni, it's very much like you're set something to do and you have to go and do it. Like, you don't really get help from the lecturers and stuff. Like, you get a little bit, but like, they're not gonna spoon feed you and tell you what to do. And like with your coursework and stuff, like, you can't really send it to them like 50 times and they'll send it back with like improvements. Like, it's not like that. Like, you've just got to kind of get on with it. I personally like that because like, I just find it easier to just get on with stuff, but I think a lot of people might struggle with that, especially when you first go from sixth form to uni, because it is such like a big difference. I think if you went to college first, then you'd probably be a little bit better because they don't like spoon feed you or anything. I think that's quite independent. But overall, in response to this girl's question, wait, let me get up her message actually. So to finish off, basically the ultimate question that Lorna asked was whether I think uni is better or worse than sixth form / college. And in my opinion, uni is a million times better than sixth form. I cannot stand sixth form. Like, every time someone says it to me, it makes me angry because I had such a bad experience. Like, I could do a whole separate video on that because I just had the worst time. And I got ill, I was stressed, I had so much work, I chose probably the most difficult subjects, and I couldn't stand anyone, and it was just like the worst time of my life. Like, I hated it. Definitely changed me as a person though. Like, I definitely became more strong after that. I've never been such like an outsider as I was at sixth form. Like, I just like wasn't part of any group really. Like, I was just like an outsider. And it is like a horrible feeling, and I think that might be one of the reasons why I struggled so much at sixth form, because like I just didn't feel part of like the sixth form community, if that's even a thing. Like, I weren't part of that. Anyone who is going to uni from sixth form or college, you'll be fine. Obviously if you're moving out, like, it is quite like a scary thing, but ultimately you will be absolutely fine. Just remember to not dwell on like your experience at sixth form. If you went through like a really bad time like I did, it won't be like that at uni. Like, it will get better. Sixth form is always going to be the lowest of the lows in my life, so anything is like above it. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was useful to anyone who is going to uni from sixth form or college. Let me know any kind of like advice videos you want me to make. It can be anything from uni to education to boys, relationships, all of that fun stuff. Oh my god, my foot looks dead. That's a little bit creepy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.